What's going on? It's Justeeni here. Today, I've got a really cool game to show you guys. This is not played by me. It's played instead by Reaper, a very well-known pro player. He's showed up a few times on the channel, and Nanobot, who you guys might know as the best Quetzalli player in the entire world. But this isn't Quetzalli. We've got a Vengir mirror match, and this game is just absolute cinema. Yeah, let's just get right into things. So we start out with kind of normal Vengir things. We see really nice spawn with the double mines, allowing for some nice forge shenanigans. My goodness, I can't talk today. But yeah, Vengir's kind of underrated in that sense, and the Star Ruin is huge here. You're going to see some very rapid development, which people tend to not associate with Vengir, but double level 3s on turn 4. So already a pretty good start, but this isn't what makes this game special. Like, Vengir actually being good? No. Climbing. Meditation turn 5. Yes, this is where it's going. Philo. And then fishing. Yeah, that's right. Picks up the Explorer, gets good vision, meeting the opponent. So there's kind of some water separation. Gets a lighthouse, though. And the capital is going to be able to make some nice port connections, so that's the justification behind fishing. But yes, Vengir Philosophy Rush. I mean, I need an excuse to show off Vengir Philosophy Rush, because it's like so impractical, but we get to see the one time it works, and of all games it's working against a pro player. Navigation Rune is also very good here. So lots of water control already, and you're going to see the value fill because the opponent has giants. Park Fortune down as well, so possibly a second giant. That's pretty scary because Nano doesn't have his own giant, but he's about to get it with a port connection. Get that. And then get an Explorer. Sees the capital. Grabs the lighthouse just barely. This lighthouse will be important, believe it or not. Another Explorer. That's right. Vengir also getting a very early Eye of God potentially. It also barely does it last move. Oh my goodness. And we see the first Mindbender. Why Mindbender here? This looks completely insane, but the idea is quite simple. This Juggernaut, big, scary, it's going to splash all your scouts and it's going to siege your cities. Mindbender actually covers for both of those things. If the Juggernaut were to splash your scouts, deal damage, your Mindbender's there, and it can heal. If the Juggernaut sieges a city, I'll leave that as an exercise to the viewer to figure out what would happen there. I don't think I need to explain that one. So the Mindbenders are going to be the way to defend this naval invasion. So we see Nano making scouts with no real repercussions because you can't kill the scouts. And you can't chase after this double splash value, it's just not there. And another Mindbender with the same purpose, protecting both cities. Seems like a rock-solid defense. However, there are some notable flaws to this with the rammers coming in. If those rammers can kill the Mindbender, it leaves your scouts and cities exposed. Like, it kind of feels like your position might be held up by, like, paper mache. But as long as you can keep the rammers out, and only the Juggernauts, like, the Juggernauts aren't really a threat. Unless they're well supported. We see Forestry now going for some crazy chops. But yeah, it looks like Reaper's getting a lot of map control now. Philosophy's gonna have to do a lot of carrying here. And you see, there we go. Let's go back. Very clever Juggernaut splash, exposing the Mindbender to be killed. And it looks like the city is in some serious trouble. Because it is. See more upgrades, taking out that support again. The Juggernaut is fine where it is, it's just the support that's a concern. But this sword, it gets weakened, so now it can't quite kill the Mindbender. But with the help of a Juggernaut, it absolutely can. And that's exactly what Reaper's gonna do. Fine with this getting Mindbent, just needs to get some good naval presence, get this Juggernaut back in. This Juggernaut's slow to support, and we also see Reaper has a Quadism. How the heck did he get that? Probably Ruin of Heart, I guess. But yeah, this is a really scary invasion. But then Nano pulls out the most disgusting play ever. He wanted the Juggernaut here. Again, if we go back all the way last turn, he actually planned all of this out. Putting the Mindbender here, knowing that the sword plus Juggernaut kills, And then that's exactly what happens. And this enables for the triple monument Mindbender push onto this unsuspecting Juggernaut. What the heck? I mean, free content? Hello? And at this point, the game is over. Like, you put a bunch of Aquatas and Rammers in the water, but you remember that navigation ruin earlier? It's coming into play now. Now Nano with total dominance in the water, and with the power philosophy, as they say, philosophy wins the game. Only if your name is Justeeni Lingueeni. But apparently, it doesn't work for only Justeeni Lingueeni. It means you guys should try Philo rushing in your games. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But yeah, this game was super cool. Shout out to Nano for sending this game to me for the content. And also, shout out to Inafunny. He actually covered this game before me, but since I don't feel like being original and I cannot pass up this opportunity, I have to cover it myself. But I will just give Inno that shout out, managing to upload before me. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Like and sub, and have a good one.